welcome guests. So I'm here tonight to evaluate Paola's speech called Formula. Let me just start with some general, very positive points about Paola's speech, and particularly her presence on the stage. It's a beautiful woman. She's got beautiful mannerism. Yes. And I think she had a great posture on the podium. I think she had an excellent body language. She was using quite lots of sort of illustrations of positive and negatives, which I really enjoyed. And let's be honest, it was a really funny speech. She used a brilliant sense of humor. She had really funny points throughout her speech. She talked about nudging her boyfriend, with the knife to get her to marry her, and if that didn't work, she used blackmail, We all know that. It doesn't work, but you can try. Also, I think the speech was very clever. It was a very intelligent speech. I actually would say that it was quite intellectual. I really did have to pay attention, not just because I needed to evaluate her, but just to sort of, yes, I thought, okay, it's all making sense. You do sort of need to pay attention to the way we communicate. The objective of the speech number 2, which Paula delivered, is to organize your speech. And by organizing your speech, there are 3 simple rules. You need the opening, which I think Paula delivered in an excellent way. You need a body of your speech, and body of Paula's speech was basically consists of explaining the formula of good assertive communication and how to get people to hear your opinion, hopefully persuade them maybe or get them better, and not to offend them. And I really liked the use of all different kind of examples of good and bad. The conclusion of the speech was Paula used a summary of the 3 points, which is also very important because from the speech people usually remember 3 things, and I think the summary of the 3 points, how we should communicate with our not so perfect friends and get to hear them our opinion and maybe change them, was actually an excellent way of concluding the speech. The second objective of the speech is also to use pauses, basically, which helps you to flow across the structure of the speech. And it's something which Paula asked me to actually follow up on. And I'd say, yes, definitely, you use the pauses. I'd say nudge them up, nudge it up a little bit more. You can use them maybe a little bit more. So that was my first recommendation. Paula also asked me about the tempo of her speech, which I think was just right. It wasn't too slow, it wasn't too fast, I think it was just right. I've got a very small second recommendation. You mentioned that you as Italian, you like to use your hands and be sort of animated, and I would just say, use it. I love it on you, it's so authentic, and you know what, we like you for it, we love you for it on the stage. So in conclusion, Paula is a very competent speaker. She delivered very clever, very funny speech, and I'm really looking forward to hear some more.